if anybody else wants to join us, they can jump in while we are. So first of all, thank you very much for joining me on this free Pilates class. For those of you who are new here, welcome. My name is Casey and I run Tide Pilates. So I usually teach in Southbourne. I do a lot on the beach over the summers and yeah, just finding some new ways to teach. So here I am online for the first time. So this is quite exciting. So today's class will be 45 minutes long. It's going to be a beginner to intermediate level. There's going to be ways that you can make things easier and harder yourself throughout the class. What I always say to people, just listen to your own body. If something doesn't feel too right, either just take it into a stretch, slow it right down, and just really just take that time to focus on yourself. Yeah, like I said, I would usually always use music. I hate teaching without it, but because of tonight's purposes, and I know that loads of people want to catch it up on demand, just want to make sure it's clear as possible. So feel free to put anything on in the background that you like, or yeah, so hopefully you will enjoy this session. So when you're ready, we'll get to our mats. Don't worry if I can't see you at all, that's absolutely fine. You don't even have to have your cameras on if you don't want to, but yeah, let's get started. So I'm just going to bring you into a comfortable position. So whether that's on top of your knees, you can sit cross-legged, you can even come to standing here if that's not comfortable at all on your knees. I just want you to take a moment to find your focus. So just bringing the hands softly either to the side of the body on top of those knees, sitting up nice and tall from the crown of the head. So the first thing we're going to be thinking about this evening is our posture. So just slightly tucking that pelvis under. So straight away, we're going to feel those lower abs turn on. We've got this long spine that's going all the way up through the crown of the head, lifting tall. That center of core is super tight straight away to help maintain this posture. The shoulders are backing down. The chin is slightly lifted. I just want you to take a moment to close the eyes. So really just visualizing this posture throughout your mind. I want you to be thinking about this throughout the class, whether we're lying down, sitting, standing, whatever position we're in, just being always very conscious about the alignment through the body. And then when you're ready, I just want you to take an inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. So just starting to take a few deep breaths here, getting that focus. And starting to get that mind to muscle connection. So we're going to be using our breath throughout the class to really engage to our muscles that little bit deeper and also to control the rhythm of our movement. Everything in Pilates is very slow and controlled so we can get that precise movement. So just really being mindful of this throughout. Take a nice big inhale and just wrap the arms forward, dropping the chin, really reaching those arms away and just feel that stretch through the top of the shoulders. So we're just going to start to mobilize through that body. And then take a nice big inhale, reach those arms overhead, grow as tall as you can, find as much length through your spine. And then bringing the arms behind the body, lift your chin, open up through your chest. And again, just wrap it forward for me, drop that chin, reach those arms away. And inhale all the way overhead, or as tall as you can, for length through the side of your body. And then again, behind the back, lift the chin, stretch those arms away, open up through your chest. And then just return it to that center position. Just reaching the left arm overhead. Get that nice stretch through the side of your body here, starting to open up a little bit more laterally. And back down, take it over to the other side. Really lift out of your hips before you come into that reach. Always working for length through the body. And bring it back down. I want you to bring yourself forward to an all fours position now. So your hands are going to come underneath your shoulders. Your knees are going to come underneath your hips. Inhale, roll the shoulders back and take your gaze up towards the ceiling, finding your cow stretch. And then exhale. Arch through that spine, push away from the mat, come into your cat. So just flowing with your breath. Inhale, we take it up. And exhale, contract, take it the other way. So we're just deeper mobilizing through that spine now. Let's go for one more like this. Inhale, take it up. And exhale, contract, push that ground away. Returning it to a neutral spine. Take an inhale, reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, thread it through. So we're bringing that arm underneath the other. And again, inhale, open it up. You're aiming to try and get your shoulder to the ground here, really getting deep into that twist. One more, we open all the way up. This time we're going to hold it at the bottom. Bring your shoulder down, come deep into that twist with me. And just holding it here for a moment. Really reach those fingertips away. And just use that breath to allow your body to relax into this stretch. Take a nice big inhale, open all the way back up. Bring your hand back down to the ground. Let's take exactly the same on the other side. Inhale, open up. Exhale, thread it through. So getting that little bit further each time as we start to open and get a little bit more mobile here. Good. Last one. Inhale, open. Exhale, hold it at the bottom. Now bring that shoulder down to the ground. Come deep into the twist. Allow your body to relax here for a moment. Just focusing on that breath. Take a nice big inhale, open all the way back up and bring that hand back down to the ground. So we're really working for this lovely flat spine here. So you always want to be thinking about balancing something on your back. You're keeping that balance. You're keeping that core nice and tight to help maintain that posture here. So I want you to curl your toes under. And you're going to push through all four corners and hover those knees off the mat. So we're coming into what's called our box hold here. Think about tightening through those lower core muscles. We're keeping it super strong, starting to activate into the core and release it, come all the way back down. And again, inhale to repair, exhale, push up strong. Find that box hover, hold it here, keep that spine nice and flat. Good, guys, push that little bit further, hold it that little bit longer. And release it down. We're going to go for one more like this. So it's a really great one for activating into those core muscles now. Hold it. Find that hover. Really tighten those muscles. As you get tired, think about pushing away from the mat. Find strength and openness through that body. And relax it down. Keep the toes curled under. Keep your knees bent and just push it back into your downward dog here. So starting with really bent knees, I just want you to push your heels into the ground. You're starting to get length through those hamstrings. You're pushing your chest towards your thighs. There's no tension in your head. Give it a little shake, yes and no for me. Just starting to open up through that lower body a little bit more now. And then wherever you are, just pushing both heels into the ground, your chest towards your thighs. Hold it in this downward dog. Feel that stretch for your entire posterior chain. On every exhale, just seeing if you can relax that little bit deeper for me. Use that breath. And when you're ready, I want you to transfer your weight forward and find a plank position here. So your hands come underneath the shoulders. If you need to drop down to your knees, you can. If not, we stay lifted. Find that strong full plank. Think about tucking under from the bum, pushing the ground away. Hold it here. Deeper activation into our core now. We're going to inhale, pike the hips up, return back to your downward dog. Heels to the ground, chest towards the thighs. Hold it here for a moment. Inhale to repair. Exhale, tighten for your core. Transfer it all the way forward. Tuck that bum under, core tight. Find that perfect line through the body. Again, drop down to your knees if you need to. If not, keep it lifted. We're going to go for one more like this. Pike it up. Go deeper into that stretch this time. Last time, put it forward to your plank position for me. Hold it strong here. Wherever you are, on your knees or in that full plank, I want you to stay committed to this movement now. Focus on your breath. We're really activating through the upper body as well. Strongest one to start us off. We hold it 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job, everyone. Walk your hands towards your feet. Soft bend into your knees and just allow the upper body to be really heavy for a moment. Coming into our ragdoll fold. Just want you to gently sway side to side, loosening any tension in the lower back. Give the head a little shake, yes and no. And when you're ready, just find stillness for me. We're going to inhale to prepare, and then vertebrae by vertebrae, you're going to slowly restack that spine. Head and shoulders always coming up last. Standing nice and tall at the top. Nice work. Right, thinking about our alignment, you want your feet hip distance apart. You want to make sure your toes are parallel now, so they're pointing towards the front of your mat. Slightly tuck that bum under, core is tight. Find your focus. I just want you to inhale, rise it up onto your toes, finding your balance. Your weight stays through center here, tall at the top, and then lower all the way back down. If it's too much with the arms, you can always bring them into a prayer position here. Really find that focus as we lift and then lower all the way back down. So balance is all about a focus through the body and the core control. You've got to keep that core tight to help you balance here. Inhale, float it up. Find that tall posture. Tuck that bum under, ribs tucked under, and all the way back down. Let's just go for one more like this. Float it all the way up. See if you can hold that a little bit longer. Lengthen through that body. And bring it all the way back down. And feet are going to go slightly wider, about shoulder distance apart now. Bring your hands into a prayer position. So you're going to sit back into your heels and find your squat, and then drive through your heels, come all the way back up. So always thinking about shifting the weight into the heels here. And then the alignment of the spine, always thinking posture. We've got that line from the bum all the way up to the head, squeeze through the glutes to the top. Your core is still engaged to help protect that spine here. Don't let it arch. Always stay lifted through that center. Inhale, take it down. Exhale, drive it up. Good. Keep it going for me. Starting to find some power through the lower body now. We're going to go for 4 like this. Push up through those heels, activating into those hamstrings. Good. We have 2 more. Last one. I want you to hold it in the squat. Find your form. Don't take it too low here. Option to lengthen the arms, bringing the triceps to the ears. Find a longer line through the body. Now keep that core tight and hold it still here. Starting to feel that little bit of burn. Breathe through it. See if you can sink that inch lower now. We hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Drive it all the way up. Hands come back to prayer position. You're going to sit it low into your squat, and then you're going to rise it up onto your toes. So we're testing that balance. We're adding that rise now. Really think about each of those movements. Inhale, lower, exhale, rise it up. Tuck that bum under, core is tight. If there's too much, you can always stay flat foot here. But really starting to get that energy through the hamstrings. Always being mindful to where that weight is. Good. Let's go for 4 like this. Rise it up. For 3. Nice work, guys. Keep it going. Last one. Good. I want you to drop it straight back down into the squat. Option to keep your hands in prayer or lengthen them. Take little pulses. Think about pushing down through the heels now. Each time you lift, you are squeezing those glutes. The core stays tight. By making this really tiny, we're going to get deeper into those muscle fibers. Let's really wake them up. We go for 4. You've got this. Breathe through it. 3, 2, 1. Drive it up. Last bit of this series. Hands come back to center. You're going to take it down into your squat, and then you're going to lift one knee up. So we go down to the squat, lift the knee. So it's that balance you're finding again. I want you to think about really engaging through those lower abs to bring the knee up now. Take it down, rise it up. So getting that heart rate up as well here. Feels really hot in my lounge right now. Good. Take it down, lift it up. So you're always finding that moment at the top of each movement where you hold it for that split second. You feel those muscles engage. Good, guys. Let's go for 4 more. Lift it up. 3, 2, and again, last little bit. Come low into that squat. Hold it here. Option to lengthen those arms. Option to lift the heels off the ground. Really challenging now. My legs are trembling in this position. Good, hold it strong. Find your focus. Sink a little bit lower if you can. Ooh, my balance is all off. Go for 4, 3, 2, and release. Come back up to the top. Give those legs a well-deserved shake. Nice work. Oh, thirsty work. Right. We're going to come back to the back of our mats. Feet hip distance apart. Take a nice big inhale, reach the arms overhead. And then exhale, chin to chest. Slowly roll it all the way down for me. So I want you to think of your spine like a slinky here. Just slowly unraveling. Keep a soft bend into the knees and just let that upper body be really heavy for a moment. Again, you can just shake side to side. Give the head a little yes and no. And when you're ready, we are going back out into our plank position. Now, if it starts to get a little bit painful on your wrists, you can drop down onto your elbows here. If not, stay lifted in that full plank. Tuck that bum under, core is tight. Exhale, you're going to bring the knee to chest and lengthen back out. Slow climbers. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, lengthen. If you're on your knees here, I want you to tap opposite hand to opposite shoulder. So full plank, we're taking those slow climbers. Really find that moment where you hold as you bring it in, or on the knees, opposite hand to opposite elbow, keeping your weight through center. Keep it going, guys. Really strong move. This is the last one of our plank series. We go for 4 each side. Good, keep it going. 3, really feel those lower abs, put it in. Just 2 more, you've got this now. Last one. Good, bring the knees down to the mat. Sit back onto those legs and find your child's pose for me. Really reach the arms away. Bring the forehead down to the ground. Take a moment to get your breath back. Really strong work so far. We go straight into it. Just let that body relax for a moment. And then when you're ready, just roll it all the way back up. So we're returning to our all 4 series now. If you do have sensitive wrists, like I said, a good option here is to come onto fists. It is just going to help take that pressure. Again, if it is too much, come down onto your elbows and just work your lower body for me. So preferably starting in that all 4s position, hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath the hips, flat spine. When we start to work from this position, I really want you to think about working from your core now. Your arm and legs are coordinated. You're finding that connection from your fingertips to the toes is all being controlled by the core. So be really mindful of that throughout the next series. Left arm, right leg, inhale, you're going to lengthen away. Find that long line and then pulling all the way back through center. If that is too much, you can keep the hand down onto the ground and just work through the lower body here. You want to keep the hips square. You want to keep that spine flat. We never think about how high we can get this. It's always about the length away from the body and that control. Are you coordinating as you lengthen? Bring it all the way back in. Taking 2 more here. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, bring it back in. Last one, hold it lifted at the top for me. Find your balance. You're going to draw elbow to knee and then lengthen back out. If that is too much, you bring the hand down to the mat. You just contract using those legs. So you're getting that arch through the spine here, lengthening back out. If you want to take that harder option, you bring elbow to knee and then all the way back out. So we're getting deeper into that core by adding that crunch here. Find that beautiful long line each time you come back out. Just for 2 more. The last one. Keep it lifted for me. Find that connection, fingertips to toe. Take little tiny pulses up and down. Really lengthen, really squeeze through that glute now. Stay strong through your form, guys. Last little bit. We go for 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Give the wrist a little shake for me. Really strong work. We're just going to take 1 more set on that side. This time we are going to drop down onto your elbows. Elbows underneath the shoulders, hands flat down. Again, you've got to think about the stillness and the posture for your spine. This can get quite uncomfortable. Please come back up into all 4s at any point if it does. Right. Working with that right leg still. You're going to push it up towards the ceiling, flex the foot, and then pull it all the way back down. So we're donkey kicking here. So you're really thinking about that glute now, that right glute. Get that mind to muscle connection. Exhale, push it up. Inhale, bring it down. Keep it going for me. Really driving, really squeezing that muscle at the top of the movement. We go for 4 like this. Keeping that core tight still pushing strong through the upper body. Last 2. You're going to hold it lifted for me. You're going to pulse 3, 2, 1. Release it. Pulse 3, 2, 1. release it. So I want you to make those pulses tiny. This is where we get deeper into those muscle fibers. Good. Keep it going, guys. We pulse 3, 2, 1. Release. 2 more. 3, 2, 1. Last set. 3, 2. You're going to keep that leg lifted. You're going to extend and bend. So we're hamstring curling now. I want you to keep that thigh with energy. It stays lifted. Really flex through the foot. And as you push away, you're really lengthening into the back of the leg. Feel that fire. Good. Just 2 more. Last one. Hold it extended. Push through that heel. Take tiny little pulses. Now really lengthen that leg as much as you can. It's the last bit of this series. Keep it going. Make it tiny. Drive through that heel. We go for 4, 3, 2, and relax. Really great work, guys. Push it up into your fours, step your legs back and lower yourself down onto your bellies. We'll take our back series before the other side now. So you're going to start with your legs hip distance apart. Your hands are going to come next to your chest. You're going to roll your shoulders back and down and think about your long neck here. Go back to that posture. We want to keep this alignment as we move here. So you're just going to push that chest slightly off the ground and then lowering all the way back down. So really thinking about the alignment of your neck and head. Your gaze is staying down towards the top of the mat here to make sure we have no turtling. And you're thinking about keeping your core engaged. It's going to help protect that back. Good. So inhale, push it up. And exhale, control it. Lower back down. If you want to get slightly higher each time, you can. Building up into that cobra. Really make sure that those shoulders are staying down, that neck is still long. Last one. And release it all the way back down towards the mat. One hand comes on top of each other. You're going to connect your forehead to your hands. So legs are going to stay in contact with the mat here. You're just going to lift that chest off and then lower back down. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we lower. So really working with the rhythm of the breath here. If you start to feel that little bit of pinching through your lower back, take it an inch lower. We never want to feel that. We want to build in strength. You could literally be lifting an inch off the ground here and you'll still be working those muscles just as much. We go for 4 like this. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Last one. And relax it down for me. Even keep the head through center, or you can rest it to the side now, onto the lower body. You're going to lift one leg off the ground and lower it back down, alternating. So we go to the other side. Making sure that both hip bones are down onto the ground here. Keep the core super tight. Good. Really extend through those hamstrings as we lift. Good. So inhale, float it up. Exhale, lower back down. If you want to make it more challenging, you can lift both legs at the same time and then lower back down. You want that coordination between those legs. Good. And really, really think about keeping them as straight as possible. It's always like someone's pulling those toes away from your body. Good. Let's go for 2 more here. Last one. Bring it all the way back down. Last little bit in this position now. You have 2 options. More advanced, you can lift everything off that mat and then lower back down. If that is too much, I want you to alternate between that back extension and then lifting the legs here. So either full body lift or alternating in that move. Again, really work with the rhythm of that breath. Inhale, float it up. Exhale, lower down. Keeping that core engaged. We just go for 4. Reminder, don't let it get to that point where you feel that pinch in. Drop it that inch lower. Just 2 to go. Little challenge for you on that last one. Can you hold it lifted? Option to lengthen the arms. Find a longer line Option to sweep them round to the body, lift the chest and legs a little bit higher, come into that swan shape, hold it, and relax it all the way back down. Bring your hands next to the chest, push back, counter stretch into your child's pose. Really strong work, guys. Keep it up. Good. Really lengthen the arms away, forehead down to your mat. And again, just taking a few deep breaths here. It feels good for you. You can walk your hands over to the right side and just feel a deeper stretch down the left side of your body. And then taking it over to the other side. And back through center, slowly roll it all the way back up. Nice work, guys. Let's come on to our all four series on the other side. So again, if it is getting uncomfortable on your wrists, please come into fists or even down onto your elbows here. Find your balance, find your flat spine, hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath the hips, right arm, left leg, we shoot it away from the body and then drawing it all the way back in. Think about working from that core here, find that control. Again, if you need to keep both hands down onto the ground, just work that lower body, please do. All being controlled, find that connection for me. Good, we're just going to go for two more like this, no movement through that spine. Last one, hold it at the top now. Find the connection from the fingertips to the toes. Exhale, you're going to crunch, bring it in, lengthen back out. So you're finding that connection deeper into the core now. The elbow comes to knee. Again, if you're bringing that hand down to the mat, you're just working through that lower body, really arching through that spine as you bring it in. And then extending to that flat back again. Good, we have four like this. Keep it going, guys. Use that breath. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, lengthen. Last one, bring it in. Open all the way back out. Find your long line and take those little pulses for me. Squeeze through your glute. Extend through the fingertips. Keep it strong here. Nice work, everyone. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good job. Give those wrists a little shake. Really, really nice work, guys. Doing great. Right, let's finish that all four series off, either down onto your elbows or stay into all fours. You're going to push that left heel up towards the ceiling, bringing it back in. Your spine stays still. It's all in that left glute here. Really get that mind to muscle connection now. Push up strong and bring it all the way back in. Really getting deep activation with these moves. 2 to those pulses. Last one, here we go. Keep it lifted. You're going to pulse 3, 2, 1, back down. And again, 3, 2, 1, back down. Make those pulses tiny. Really find that control through the movement. Pulse 3, 2, 1, back down. 2 more sets. 3, 2, 1, back down. Last one. Good, draw it up. You're going to extend and bend. It's those hamstring curls here. We are nearly finished with this series. Push strong through the upper body. Keep that core tight. Really flex that foot and push through that heel. Good, you're on that last little bit now. We have 2 more. Last one, keep it extended. Pulse it out. Really squeeze on the glute. Your hamstring should be on fire now. Good, feel that heat. Breathe through it, guys. Go for 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Really great work. Again, just interlace the hands behind the back, stretch them away, lift your chin, and just open up through the chest. Doing really, really great, guys. Keep up the good work. Keep with me here. And relax. Good job. So I just want you to curl your toes under again. Walk your hands towards your feet. And then when you're ready, slowly roll it all the way up, restacking that spine, coming to our tall standing posture at the top. Great work. Feel free to grab yourself a drink at any time. And then we are going to come to our center of our mats. And I'm going to come into one of my favorite series, the lunges. Well, I love a lunge, I'm on my own probably there, but right leg steps back. You want a really nice wide stance here. You want to make sure your feet are hip distance apart. You're going to bring your hands onto your hips. First things first, think about tucking that bum under, core is tight. Your spine is going to stay nice and tall in this movement. Inhale, you drop low. You've got 90-degree angles in those legs. Exhale, rise it up. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, you rise. So if you can see, I'm just sliding down that wall and then sliding back up. Good. Take it down, drive it up. Take it down, drive it up. We go 4 more. Go low, bring it back up. Good. So you're really thinking about predominantly pushing up through that front heel. Want to activate into that left glute. Good. On your last one, stay low. Your hands come to a prayer position. Exhale, you're going to rotate to the left and then bring it back through center. So you're rotating towards that front knee here. Really use those obliques. Stay low in that lunge. If you need to come up and take this from standing, please do. Exhale, we twist. Drop back through center. Just 2 more. Exhale, rotate. Bring it back through center. Last one. Come back through center. Stay low for me. Take the arms overhead. Pulse it down. Just little tiny pulses. Feel that fire now. Keep strong for your core. Keep tall for your center. 4, 3, 2, and drive it all the way up. Give those legs a well-deserved shake, guys. Really nice work. Little distraction before we take the other side. Feet come hip distance apart. Bend into your knees and slightly tilt from the pelvis. So you've got a long line. Your gaze is towards the front of your mat. You're going to flip your palms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, push them back. Inhale, come back in. So you should be feeling this through your shoulder blades and into your triceps. Push away, bring it back in. So it's like we're working with some resistance here. Drive it up and in. Good. Keep it going. Stay low in that squat and keep that core tight for me. We go for 4, 3, 2. We're going to pulse it out. Here we go. We pulse 3, 2, 1. Release it. Pulse 3, 2, 1. Release. So really make those pulses tiny. It's like you're trying to brush your fingertips along the carpet. Keep those shoulders down. Good. 2 more. Pulse 3, 2, 1. It always amazes me what body weight can do. Good. Last one. Keep it lifted. You're going to rotate and back. Rotate and back. So you're really drawing those shoulder blades down and back now. Good. Last little bit. Rotate and back. You have 4 more. Good. Keep the core tight. Sink lower into those legs now. 2. Last one. And release. Give those shoulders a well-deserved roll. Shake those arms out. Take that left leg back and we go with our lunges on the other side. Little distraction, like I said. Tuck the bum under, core is tight, hands on hips. Inhale, bend low into those legs. Exhale, drive it up. So you're really thinking about these 90-degree angles here. Stay tall through your posture. Push up through that front heel. Good. Take it down. Come back up. For 4. You've got this, guys. We're going to rest the legs after this series. Just 2 more. Last one, we stay low. Hands come to prayer. Exhale, you rotate to the right. And then you bring it back through center. It's all into those obliques now. Good, keep it going. Stay low in that lunge if you can. If you need to rise back up, please do. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back through center. 2 more. Good. Back through center. Last one. Come back through center. Take the arms overhead. Pulse to finish. Pulses are my favorite, if you haven't guessed by far now. They just get so much deeper into those muscle fibers and you're really feeling that heat. We go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Drive it up. Shake those legs out. Really nice work, guys. Feel free to grab hold of something And just bring your knees together, tuck that bum under and come into that quad stretch for me. I've got nothing to hold, so I need to find my balance. Good, holding it here. And then just take it over to the other side. Good energy so far. We're going to come into our core series now and really burn out that center to finish. Good, and release. So again, let's head to the back of the mat. Take a nice big inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, chin to chest, slowly roll it down. You're like a slinky, keep a soft bend in your knees, let your upper body be heavy. And then just walk your hands out, bring your bum down and come to sit down. Right. Feet are hip distance apart. Your hands are onto the back of your thighs to lift. Think posture, nice and tall. Lift the chin for me. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, drop that chin down and curve through the spine. So you're creating that C shape. And then you're going to squeeze through your core to reset all the way back up. Exhale, curve through your spine. Scoop up those abdominals, take it down. Lift it all the way back up. Two more like this. Exhale, curve through the spine, take it down. Good. Last one. Contract, come all the way down. Bring it back through center. Extend your arms now. Take a nice big inhale. Curve through the spine, come all the way down into that C shape. And then lift it all the way back up. Good. Keep it going. Exhale, curve through the spine, take it down. And then bring it all the way up. I'm not sure if my camera's just gone funny here. Good. It looks like it's frozen on me, but let's keep going. Hopefully it will reload. Good. So we're curving through that spine, take it down, grow taller, come all the way back up. And again, keep going here, guys. Two more while I try and sort this out. What has happened? Hopefully this will restart. Sorry guys about this. I'm not sure what's happened. Technical issues. It's bound to happen. Yeah, there we go. We're back. Right. Sorry about that. So coming back to those C curves, we're going to take it down and then come back up. You've probably done quite a few now, so I want you to hold it on your next one. Find your form and slightly lift through the chin for me. You're going to raise one arm up, bring it back through center. So you're maintaining that C curve here. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, come back down. And again, bring it up, come back down. We go for 4. If you need to sit up, you can do here, just taking it in that seated position. 2. Good. Last one, come all the way back up. This time, lengthen your legs, sit right back into your C curve. You're going to lift and lower your legs now. Now lift them with control, don't plonk them down. Not only are we strengthening our lower abs here, but we're really working into those hip flexors as well. Lift it up, all the way back down. Keep it going. Nice. We go for 4, 3, 2. Good. Last one. Let's finish with a hold. Can you take that leg up? Can you meet it with the other and find your teaser? If you need to bring your hands down to the ground here, please do. If not, keep it lifted. Option to go more advanced. Lengthen those legs. Take the arms to a V. Feel that shake and embrace it. Take a nice big inhale and relax it down. Reach the arms overhead and fold over your hamstrings for me. Wherever you are, really try and keep your legs as straight as possible here. Use that breath to allow you to relax into that stretch. Every exhale, just seeing if we can go that little bit deeper. And roll it all the way back up. I want you to bring your left leg over your right, and then with your right arm, pushing on the outside of that knee and coming deep into your spinal twist. So you're really sitting up tall here. Find that lovely tall posture. Should feel really good into those shoulders as well. And release, take it to the other side. Right leg comes over the left. Left arm pushes on the outside of that knee, coming into that spinal twist. Nearly there, guys, keep it up. And release it, good job. Keep your legs lengthened. Take a nice big inhale and slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, roll it all the way down onto your backs. If you want to just bring your knees into your chest for a moment, give them a little squeeze. Gently rock side to side if that feels good for you. And then bring them flat down onto the mat. So, bring your arms down to the side of the body, and I want you to take an imprinted spine. So you're thinking about really pushing those ribs down towards your hip bones here. You're tightening through the side of your core, and there shouldn't be much space between your lower back and your mat. If that does get uncomfortable in that posture, just come back to your neutral spine, but really trying to hold that throughout the next exercise if you can here. One by one, you're going to bring your legs to a tabletop position. So your knees are stacked over your hips. Your lower legs are in line with your knees, and your arms are going to come up towards the ceiling. Opposite arm to leg, you extend away from the body, and then you draw it back in. Other side, take it away, and bring it back in. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, squeeze that core, come all the way back in. So it's a little bit like that exercise we did in all fours here. We're working from the center of our body. We have that connection from our fingers to our toes. If you need to bring the arms back down to the side of the body and just work the legs here, please do. If not, stick with that coordination. Test yourself on this Thursday evening. Have you got it? Nice. Option to keep it here or make it slightly harder. Take everything away at the same time and then bring it all the way back in. So either keep with that alternation or work for the double for me now. We're just going to go for two more. Inhale, take it away. Exhale, draw it in. Last one, take it away. Bring those legs back to tabletop, the arms up towards the ceiling. You're going to inhale to prepare and exhale, crunch it up, bringing those arms down and then lower all the way back up. If you need to bring your feet flat to the mat here, or you need to bring your hands behind your head to support it, please do. So either just taking a regular crunch or keeping those legs in that tabletop, working those lower abs that little bit harder as well here. Exhale, crunch it up, chin comes to chest, reach those fingertips away, lower all the way back down. We go for two more. Exhale, crunch it up. Inhale, lengthen down. Last one, wherever you are, I want you to hold it lifted in your crunch. If you can extend your hands here, please do. Inhale, lift it up towards your knees. Exhale, push it down. We're taking a slow 100. Really slow and controlled here so you can feel it deeper. We are burning out our core now. If you've got those legs down onto the ground, same movement. If you want to drop the head and shoulders and just work those arms, you can do here. Wherever you are now, I want you to push yourself. We're going to go for 4. Good. Lift that a little bit higher each time you exhale. You've got this, guys. 2 more. Last one. And relax. Good job. Shake the head side to side. Release any tension in your neck. And we are going to come in to our final exercise. So feet are flat down onto the mat. Your heels are close in towards your glutes. Arms beside the body. And I want you to roll your shoulders down into your mat. So that is where the support is going to start from here. Inhale, tuck that pelvis under. Drive through your heels. Find your shoulder bridge. So you'll come into that long line from your knees all the way down. And then slowly rolling all the way back down. Inhale to repair. Exhale, drive it up. We hold for that inhale at the top. And then slowly roll all the way back down. So you're thinking about your hips going up like headlights here. Really find that control. Your balance is through center. And bring it all the way back down. If you want a challenge, you can take your arms up towards the ceiling. Testing that balance a little bit more. Good. On your next one, I want you to try and keep the hips lifted.
See if you can bring those arms up now. You're going to tap them overhead and then bring them parallel with the thighs. If you need to keep the hips on the ground here, please do. If not, you stay lifted. You are tucking that bum under. The arms are working from that core. Inhale, take it back. Yes, it's burning, but we keep going. We have 4 like this. Good, push through. It's the last bit of hard work here for me. Good, let's go for 2. You've got this, guys. We are not quite finished. Bring the arms back down to the ground. I want you to lift your heels off now. Tuck that bum under, go a little bit higher. You're going to drop it down, shoot it up. We have more power and energy with that movement now. Exhale, drive. Inhale, lower. If you need to come back onto flat foot, you can. If not, we finish strong here. We go for 4, 3, 2. Of course, we're going to end with our pulse, little tucks under now. Really squeeze through those glutes. Push those hips high. Keep that core tight. Final bit for me. Countdown's on. We go for 4, 3, 2, and roll it all the way down. Bring the soles of the feet together. Drop the knees open and just take a moment to relax there. Amazing work, guys. Let's finish with a little stretch. Good. Bring your knees back together. Take your arms out as much as you can to a T shape, depending on how much room you have. If not, you can just bring them into cactus, 90-degree angles on the shoulders. Drop your knees over to one side, looking to the other direction. Find that spinal twist. So you want to try to keep your shoulders on the ground here, so you can really get the most out of that movement. And again, bring it back through center. Take it over to the other side. And draw it back through center. I want you to bring one heel just below the opposite knee and really push that shape wide. That stretch might be enough for you there. If not, you can hold on to the back of your thigh and bring it towards you, getting a deeper stretch into your glutes and hips here. Again, just holding this for a moment. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. I really hope you've enjoyed this session. There's going to be definitely a few more free classes coming up towards the end of the year, so make sure you keep out for them. And release, take it over to the other side. Push that knee back, hug that shape towards you if you can. And bring that towards you, stretching through those glutes. Always using that breath to relax you here. And carefully release. Just roll onto one side of your body. Gently pick yourself up and find a comfortable position to finish. So whether that's cross-legged or on your knees or even standing here, just want you to find that tall posture. We're going to finish how we started. Inhale, wrap your arms forward, drop the chin for that stretch through the top of the shoulders. Take a nice big inhale, grow as tall as you can, find as much length through the side of the body. And then again, bring it behind your back, lift your chin, open up through your chest. Coming back to center. We reach over to one side, looking up towards the ceiling if you can here. Find length through the lateral body. And then over, all the way to the other side. Find that stretch. And then returning to a neutral position. Sit as nice as tall as you can. Keep that core in tight. And when you're ready, inhale to reach those arms overhead. And exhale, hands come all the way down to center. Thank you all so much. Well done. If you really enjoyed tonight's class and the whole online thing really works for you, then on Tuesday, I am starting my 6-week challenge. There's going to be 2 live classes each week. If you can't do them live, then the recording will be sent to you straight after, so you can catch up whenever you can. There's also going to be one on demand sent to you. So it'll be a 20 to 30-minute class that you can do whatever you like. I'm throwing in 6 of my favorite recipes as well.
and it just works out £10 a week. So if you are interested, please do sign up. I'm going to be doing it all with you, so it'll be great to have you all along so we can motivate each other. But if you have any questions about tonight's class or my classes in general, feel free to drop me a message. And yeah, I hope to see you all your faces again. Have a great evening, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.